one of the things that I've been commenting on about the 2024 presidential race is that I'm really not convinced that anybody in the Republican field, including Ron DeSantis, is really going to do well against Donald Trump. I've listed the reasons. One, Ron DeSantis has yet to actually begin his campaign. Because of that, there's really nothing to go off of. There's just not. So a lot of, the polls that have him beating Trump, a lot of that is just speculation, hopes, and wishes. But those polls are only going to matter if once Ron DeSantis starts his campaign, right? If he comes out hard, if he comes out heavy, if he comes out swinging and never missing. Only if he does that. If he doesn't do that, no, he's going to get blown out of the water. Now, the important thing, it's not just that, right? It's not just that, Ron DeSantis hasn't begun his campaign. It's also that for what we've seen from Ron DeSantis, he doesn't have the personal qualities that really matter. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, things like charisma, boldness, being funny, all of that stuff matters when it comes to just captivating an audience. If you think that doesn't matter to drive people to the polls, I got some. You really need to rethink things, right? So also we have to look at the fact that Ron DeSantis is hugely popular in Florida. He's popular with the Republican Party. He has a bright future in the Republican Party, but he's not really that popular across the United States in general, right? So his big winning ground is the state that he's in charge of. Now let's talk about his career. Ron DeSantis has much more to lose than Donald Trump. Trump's already been president. Donald Trump is not interested in being anything other than president when it comes to politics. And Ron DeSantis is 45, 44. That's young in general. That's very young for politics. So honestly, him joining this race, this presidential race, isn't really all that beneficial for him. It's just not, because he has to look good. He has to. If he joins this race and he doesn't look like the man, especially to Republicans, if he doesn't look like the strong person to replace Donald Trump, that's going to damage his path forward. I mean, it's not going to totally eliminate it, but he's no longer going to be the Hercules of the party or the bright hope for that. And I think I might have sent it to myself, but Donald Trump on True Social, he retweeted a picture of Ron DeSantis like when he was a teacher at and I'll look for it after I play this video because I'm pretty sure I tweeted it to myself. Message it to myself, and if I didn't, I'll send it to myself real quick. Donald Trump retweeted a picture of Ron DeSantis. I'll get this up now before we play the video, actually, of him at some party with a bunch of high school girls that were drunk. That was the very first thing that Donald Trump did. The first thing. Okay. So he's not holding any punches. He's not playing around. And now finally we have Ron DeSantis is not going to go as hard against Donald Trump as Donald Trump goes against him. What have the accusations, or not even accusations, the proof about Donald Trump? How has that ever hurt his base? The fact that he's a tax fraud, the fact that he's ripped people off for decades, the fact that he's been bankrupt over and over again, the fact that he ran on these populist policies, but then got in there and just did the same old standard run-of-the-mill corporate Republican BS. None of that matters to his base. So what is Ron DeSantis? And I didn't even mention the 2020 debacle. So, what is Ron DeSantis going to come out, say the same old things that everybody's hearing, and all of a sudden they're going to care about it then? No. So I'm gonna play this commercial before, because it may take me a sec to find this picture. I'm gonna show y'all this picture that Donald Trump tweeted out. But let's check out Ron DeSantis's. This was his campaign commercial when he was running for governor the first time. Okay, now this guy's supposed to take out Donald Trump.
Everyone knows my husband, Ron DeSantis, is endorsed by President Trump, but he's also an amazing dad. Ron loves playing with the kids.
Build the wall.
He reads stories.
Then Mr. Trump said, "You're fired." I love that part.
He's teaching Madison to talk.
Make America great again.
People say Ron's all Trump, but he is so much more.
Big league. So good.
I just thought you should know.
Ron DeSantis for governor.
Okay, now
everyone.
That man is supposed to be some type of huge It is a beautiful day here in New Jersey. You're right about that. It's nice as hell outside. I got the windows open, as a matter of fact. Now, you mean to tell me that this man who literally is in office Not only because he got Donald Trump's blessing. It's not just because of that. It's also because he literally had Donald Trump's nuts in his mouth up until relatively recently. Okay. Now, Trump's not going to let him live that down, nor is anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be making fun of him. Y'all going to be making fun of him. Everybody going to be making fun of this dude for being a Donald Trump nut rider. And all of a sudden, I'm going to take him out. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Ron DeSantis one of the people who basically was not willing to say Donald Trump lost in 2020? Because that would hurt the whole narrative that there's this big voting problem in the country with immigrants coming over here, the Democrats trying to take advantage of open borders and have all these, non-citizens vote. That would totally defeat that argument. Also, it would defeat the notion that, we have like a progressive problem in this country. The progressives are trying to take over everything, the crazy left wing, So again, because of that, Ron DeSantis politically is not going to be able to effectively come out against Donald Trump and say, you lost in 2020. There was no election rigging. So, I'm just not convinced. Now, we're going to watch this commercial one more time. Then I'm going to show you the pictures that Donald Trump tweeted out. Then we're going to make fun of people at the State of the Union address.
Everyone knows my husband Ron DeSantis is endorsed by President Trump, but he's also an amazing dad. Ron loves playing with the kids.
Build the wall.
He reads stories.
Then Mr. Trump said, "You're fired." I love that part.
He's teaching Madison to talk.
Make America great again.
People say Ron's all Trump, but he is so much more.
Big league. So good.
I just thought you should know.
Ron DeSantis for governor.
Okay, so there you have it. You know what I'm saying? Now let's take a look at these pictures that Donald Trump tweeted out, or not tweeted. He hasn't started tweeting yet, but he's back on Twitter, so he will. He absolutely will be back. And when he does start tweeting again, Donald, he's gonna suck all the air out the room. Everybody gonna be paying attention to him because of the things he'll be saying. So that's coming. But let's take a look at this picture. I'll share it with y'all right here. So this is the picture that Trump tweeted out on Truth Social, or truthed. He truthed it. Oh man, hold on, let me see if I can get this just right so it shows up better on the screen. That's not Ron, is it? He would never do such a thing. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Here's Ron DeSanctimonious grooming high school girls with alcohol as a teacher. Now, again, I don't know nothing about the validity of this. I don't know, who knows? But what I'm saying is that this is the very first thing that Donald Trump did against Ron DeSantis. He didn't start light, he started heavy. So you can only imagine where he's gonna go from this. He's gonna be absolutely ruthless. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but there you have it. I wanted y'all to see that so y'all can see that Donald Trump is not playing around. I mean, he really doesn't have really enough broad support to win a general election. But Ron DeSantis, does this guy really have what it takes to take out Donald Trump, a man who this is the first place he goes? Donald Trump is not playing with this motherfucker. So, I'm just, like I said, I'm just truly not convinced of Ron DeSantis's ability to take out Donald Trump.